Berlin, 1961. Construction worker Klaus Dietrich was laying concrete for the Berlin Wall when his shovel struck something unexpected. A metal sign buried 3 feet underground. The rusted letters spelled out Nordbahnhof, Geisterstation. Klaus had worked on Berlin's transport system for 20 years, but he'd never heard of this station. When he asked his supervisor, the man's face went pale. "Forget what you found," he whispered. "Some stations are meant to stay buried." This is the story of the station that vanished from all maps in 1936. Nazi Germany was building the world's most ambitious subway system. Deep beneath Berlin, German workers carved out more than train tunnels. They created an entire underground city with emergency bunkers, communication centers, and secret stations. One was Nordbahnhof, built so deep it required 3 separate elevators to reach the surface. The station was magnificent: marble walls, crystal chandeliers, and platforms for Europe's longest trains. But Nordbahnhof appeared on city maps for only 6 months in 1938 before mysteriously disappearing from all official documents. Workers were ordered to seal the entrances with concrete, and the station's existence was classified at the highest Nazi levels. Declassified documents revealed Nordbahnhof was never for civilians. It was part of Operation Underground, a network designed to move Nazi leadership during Allied bombing. But the station had a more sinister purpose. It served as a transit point for special prisoners, political dissidents, resistance fighters, and enemies of the state during World War II. Nordbahnhof operated entirely at night with special blackout trains carrying no identifying marks. The station's staff were hand-picked. SS officers who lived in underground apartments and were rotated out every 6 months to maintain secrecy. Local residents reported mysterious train sounds from beneath their feet, but authorities claimed all subway work was suspended for the war effort. Between 1938 and 1945, the station processed an estimated 15,000 people. They arrived under cover of darkness, were processed through offices built into station walls, then transported via special trains to destinations never recorded in any official log. In 1943, Allied intelligence received reports of unusual subway activity. British agents discovered references to a phantom station in German rail documents. But before they could investigate, the Nazis locked down the entire network. When Berlin fell in 1945, Soviet forces found Nordbahnhof lined with abandoned personal belongings, suitcases, photographs, children's toys. In tunnel offices, they discovered meticulous records of thousands who had passed through, but no record of where they were sent. The Soviet commander immediately classified everything and ordered the station permanently sealed. The records contained evidence of war crimes implicating not just Nazis, but German civilians and Allied collaborators. When Berlin was divided in 1961, Nordbahnhof sat in East Berlin but was accessible through West Berlin tunnels, terrified that citizens might use it to escape. East Germany launched Operation Memory Hole, systematically erasing all evidence the station ever existed. They removed it from every map, deleted references from documents, edited old photographs, and relocated former workers who knew about it. They spread false information that reports of a ghost station were Western propaganda by the 1970s. Nordbahnhof had become an urban legend. Older residents whispered about trains running through tunnels that didn't appear on maps, voices heard beneath streets, and government workers who disappeared after asking questions. In 1983, American intelligence detected unusual seismic activity, suggesting large empty spaces where none should exist. When they requested information, German authorities said all tunnel maps were classified. Construction workers throughout Berlin continued making disturbing discoveries: vintage train equipment, Gothic German script fragments, and railway tracks, leading nowhere. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, urban explorers investigated rumors about hidden stations. In 1992, amateur historians broke through a concrete barrier near Lysanderplatz and discovered a perfectly preserved 1930s railway station with Nazi-era posters still on walls. This was Nordbahnhof, exactly as sealed in 1945. Station clocks had stopped at 11:47 p.m. on April 27, 1945. The night Soviet forces entered. Thousands of suitcases, identification documents, and personal belongings lay scattered throughout. The German government quickly restricted access, citing safety concerns and ongoing investigations. German authorities have been cataloging Nordbahnhof's contents since 1992, but findings remain largely classified. The station processed 15,000 people between 1938 to 1945, including political prisoners and ordinary citizens who had questioned the regime. Most chilling was discovering a parallel record system tracking not just who passed through, but who knew about the station's existence. DNA analysis of artifacts identified victims from across occupied Europe. Recent construction revealed the original complex was far larger than discovered, with multiple levels and connecting tunnels extending for miles. In 2019, renovation uncovered hidden chambers with documents showing the station continued operating under Soviet control through the 1950s. Today, Atov officially exists again on Berlin subway maps as a regular U6 line station. But locals know the current station is built above the original Nazi facility, which remains sealed and classified. The most disturbing 2021 discovery found evidence suggesting partial ongoing operation. Fresh tire tracks recently discarded. Food and electrical cables carrying current in sections. Supposedly abandoned for 75 years. Berlin city records show maintenance expenditures for underground facility. NB21 continuing through today. Urban explorers report ongoing government activity in tunnels that officially don't exist, and the sound of trains running through unmapped passages. The station that vanished from all maps. It reminds us that history's darkest chapters leave physical traces harder to erase than official records. Nordbahnhof operated one of Nazi Germany's most secretive programs. But the full truth about its past and possibly present remains buried beneath official secrecy. Klaus Dietrich spent his life researching Nordbahnhof after his 1961 discovery. His papers, donated to Berlin archives after his 2018 death, contained evidence of ongoing activity in supposedly abandoned tunnels. His final journal entry read, "The trains are still running. Someone needs to know where they go." If you're fascinated by historical mysteries and government cover-ups, hit that like button right now. Your support helps us investigate incredible stories that powerful forces prefer to keep buried. Subscribe to our channel to discover more hidden histories and classified secrets. We're constantly uncovering evidence of events meant to stay forgotten. Drop a comment below and tell us what other vanished places should we investigate. Your suggestions help us decide which buried mysteries to bring to light. And share this video with anyone who loves urban exploration, historical conspiracies, or incredible stories about places that officially don't exist. The station that vanished from all maps proves some secrets are too big to stay hidden forever. What other impossible places are waiting to be rediscovered beneath our feet?